What's up, guys? Welcome back to my audio vlog. Today I'm talking about why rejection doesn't matter. So, a lot of people take rejection, very seriously. They take it to the heart. So, if a very sensitive person or a very sensitive guy, when he gets rejected, not even just by a woman, even by maybe like a job or from by like an employer or by like another friend or maybe during like a conversation, they get rejected, it ruins their entire day. They couldn't possibly imagine, you know, going through the rest of their lives without getting the approval of the person who rejects them. They'll continue to try to get their approval, or they'll try to like change, the argument, or they'll try to try harder to improve themselves because this person rejected them, and they fail to understand that getting someone's or getting someone's approval or getting someone to unreject them. If I'm if I'm describing this motivation correctly, getting someone to I said unreject them, but trying to find a way to absolve themselves of that rejection becomes such a huge part of their lives that if they can't make it happen, then everything is no longer worth fighting for. They just completely lose all willpower. They completely lose all motivation, and they curl up into a ball, and they become deeply depressed. They become very resentful and angry, and it's like the whole world is coming to an end just because someone rejects them. And guys, you get rejected for a whole bunch of different reasons. It's not just because you're fat, you're ugly, or maybe you're too tall, or maybe your skin tone, maybe you're too dark, maybe you're too light skinned. It's not because you can't play a specific sport correctly. It's not because well, it could be all these reasons, but even if it is, it doesn't matter. You just move on. You move on. People are petty. They reject you for a whole bunch of different reasons. And, it's not even necessarily your fault. It could just because they felt like rejecting somebody that day. Especially in regards to a woman. A woman sometimes reject you just because it's a Tuesday. You know, sometimes she'll reject you because she's feeling bad and she needs a pickup. Women get an emotional high from turning guys down. Um, and guys, some certain guys take this to the heart. And the difference between an alpha and a quote unquote beta is that an alpha doesn't care how many times it gets rejected. I'll just approach somebody else, or I'll start dating somebody else. You can reject me as much as you want. I know who I am. I know what I'm worth. And sooner or later, some girl is going to figure out how lucky they are to be with me, and that I'm showing them even an ounce of my attention. And you may not understand that. You may not see that, or you may not even want that. That's perfectly fine. That's you. You do you. You're probably into like a specific sort of guy. You're probably into losers, or you're probably into rich guys just because they got money. You're superficial. You know, depending on who. And honestly, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't. Even, it does honestly doesn't even really matter. That this is your loss. You rejected me as your loss, and I'm keeping moving. And you won't even say that. I'm not telling you to make this big epic speech to a girl every time she turns you down. If she turns you down, okay, bye. Nice meeting you. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't say what I'm saying right here in this video to her because it's going to come off as very weird and creepy. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I want you guys to know that rejection doesn't matter. It's just a part of life. And the difference between the winners and the losers is that winners don't let rejection hold them back. They just keep it moving. Eventually, they're going to succeed. But the losers, they take rejection to the heart. They let it affect them. They let it change who they are. So a lot of people who become, very resentful and angry and evil, honestly, is because they were rejected at some point in their life, or multiple times in their life, and it let all these rejections, turn them into these little like minions or these little gremlins that just want to destroy everything. And rejection, one of the biggest things it does to someone who doesn't have an abundance mindset, or the belief that it may not be you, but someone out there is going to see my worth, or see me for who I am, and be grateful to be with me, or be grateful to have me work for them, etc., etc. The reason why rejection affects some people more than others is because some people, when they get rejected, all these insecurities. It pretty much brings all the insecurities to light. They don't realize that someone could be rejecting them for a whole million other different reasons, but because they got rejected, the voice in their head pretty much tells them, "Oh, you got rejected because you're fat. Oh, you got rejected because you're awkward, or you got rejected because you're wearing this instead of that." And it could be these reasons, but guys, it doesn't matter. You should be living your life the best way you can. This is be yourself. Be the best. I shouldn't say be yourself. Be the best version of yourself. That's better, because sometimes being yourself could be being a lazy bum who lives in his mom's basement or something. Be the best version of yourself. And if you do live in your mom's basement, make sure you're doing whatever it takes to build your empire and get out of there. Don't just be living in the basement just to live there. Um, yeah, so rejection doesn't matter, guys. It's just, another aspect of life. You have to learn how to power through it. You have to learn how to move on to the next person, and just try harder next time. And make sure you have the confidence, because usually when a lot of people get rejected, they take rejection to heart, their confidence just goes all the way down to the tube, and that rejection ends up, becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, because they let it um, take away all their confidence. And not only women, but everybody can see someone who doesn't have any confidence in themselves. It makes them feel uncomfortable, because if this guy doesn't have any confidence in himself, what's he going to do for me? So you need to get over that and stop letting rejection hold you back. Let me know in the comments in the section what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.